Dumelang Sanbanani, welcome to Mokgadi Legacy. This is your girl Mokgadi. I believe that you guys are enjoying the videos. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and ring that notification bell so that you can get an update about the next video. So today we are chatting to the vibrant young lady by the name Dineo. Stick around and see what she has for us. Take a walk with me. Hi Dineo,
Hi Mokgadi.
Okay.
Ke gona o kae?
Yes. Welcome to Mokgadi Legacy.
Finally I'm here.
Finally. We've been waiting for this chance. And yes. Please walk us through who Dineo is and where you're from.
Yeah. Well, Dineo was born and raised in Limpopo, small town called India. And then I moved to Apel when I was 6 years. It's still in the same area, Limpopo. But I was raised in between Limpopo and Tembisa, you know. It was just a matter of fact, between Limpopo and Tembisa, and they were like, how about Limpopo? I went to primary there, high school, and I went to University of Limpopo. And then that's when I officially moved to Tembisa in 2017, and voila.
I see you and welcome to Tembisa. Okay, so just tell us what is it that you do, and yeah, just walk us through what you're doing.
Yeah, so beside being a Bachelor of Science graduate, I'm studying at OMG Academy. I'm studying TV presenting and radio acting and modeling.
Yes.
Yeah, so at the moment I am a presenter at NRTV. And I'm working also on a series that is coming called Black Sound. Something that no, I can't just disclose too much about it, but yeah, that's something that I'm busy with.
You're quite busy, hey?
Yes.
You're quite busy. Okay, out of all those things that you've mentioned, which one would you say that you actually want to see yourself pursuing it even more?
Sure, my first love is presenting, hey? Acting, it's something that just found me. It found me because I ran away from it because of a rejection. So basically what happened with acting, it was I went to audition in 2017. And then this well-known person, after standing in a long queue,
the whole day,
he was like, you know what, girl? Give it up.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
make
it. So it's like no more auditioning.
Yeah.
And then I focused more on presenting, and yeah, man, I fell in love with it. So I'll have to choose presenting.
And how is it going so far?
So far so good.
Yeah.
Okay? I think there's nothing that is even more exciting or fulfilling. You've been working so hard towards something, and finally you'll be like, oh God,
finally
that moment, finally I'm doing something right. So yeah.
And what productions are you working on?
I'm with NRTV.
And how long have you been with it?
Just a couple of months, man.
Yeah.
If somebody told me on the 29th of May and said, you know, your life will drastically change by June, I'd be like,
Liar.
But yeah. So since I joined in NRTV early June, so I was home, and then he called me. He was like, hey, finally you are in, come and join us.
So you actually went for auditions, or they just spotted you?
Well, I went for an audition. In fact, I found their numbers, and then I called him. I said, hey, I'm a TV presenter and I'd love to work with you guys. And he's like, yeah, okay, we'll check you out.
Yeah.
And then a couple of weeks later, he called and he said, come, if you're available, come and let's do this.
Yeah.
And then I came, and the rest is history.
How long did it take you for them to get to respond to you after you did an interview?
Jeez. I didn't do any interview. In fact, what happened is that after he called me, I received his message around 11 at night. He said, hey Dineo, finally we checked you, so how about you come and join NR? I was like, just like that. He said, yeah. And then he said, where are you? I was like, I'm home in Limpopo. He said, well, if you want this opportunity, you better come now.
You better make it happen.
And I was like, Mama, tomorrow get some. Finally, I got something. My first ever TV gig. In fact, my first ever gig. And yeah, I want to say shout out to him, because it meant umpile chance, whereas nobody was like, not so
that's
sure about
beautiful,
you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just after
So,
all the tries that you...
after all the rejections, so I was like, God, I think I don't want to be in this industry anymore.
I can imagine the struggle though, the struggle, yeah.
And then after joining them, a couple of, in fact, it was a week later, I received a call. They say, hey, there's this role, are you keen? I was like, okay, yeah. Even like when she told me, she was like, you're going to be an extra. I said, okay, acting, I'm not so sure. But she said, yeah, just think about it and get back to me. And then I did, and I said, yeah, I'm keen, let's do it. And then she said, okay, you're starting to shoot on Tuesday. I was like, just like that, yeah. And then when I got there, they were like, this is a role. You are the leading role, you are there, body double. I was like, oh God.
Just when you got rejected and you wanted to let it all go and forget about it.
I wanted to DM that guy. I said, you still remember me? But then, yeah, man, I think it was even more sweeter. This success is even more sweeter when they said no. And finally, like, Dineo Phaladi, like this, and I was like,
you know, rejections, it actually gets to show you how much do you really want this.
Yeah.
So many rejections, but yet you still pushed through, and here you are, you made it, and you got your opportunity.
Man.
You're able to showcase yourself, and how beautiful is that?
So
I'm actually proud of you, right?
Thank you.
Because a lot of people get to give up and just let go because, you know, they get rejected so many times and they're like, no, I can't do that. So please walk us through the other challenges that you've got, you know, you had to face besides being rejected.
I would say, you know, after I graduated, you know, as I said, I've been rejected. I was like, how about maybe I option and be like, let me just read this water thing, you know, just because I'm desperate, but still rejected. And I also grew up as a very low esteem individual, you know, because of my height. I want to be short, curvy and dark. And because society at that time, they were like, you know, banyana baba short, baba black, they're beautiful. And I always boxed myself. I was like,
this is quite interesting. You know, having to look at your height, you actually a proper height for a model. Did you even know that?
Girl, I hated modeling. I had to admit, and not because Moki showing you how right now, but you made me fall in love with modeling. You and Homoto. Because when I went to OMG, I was like, I'm going there to study presenting only. And then seeing you guys just doing modeling, so I thought this. So I was like, oh girl, I think this height. And then when you try to audition for other modeling, they'd be like 1.83, and I was like, okay. All this time, I'm tall, and I'm this short. But then, yeah, those are some of the rejections. Just being insecure and not so sure about yourself, and also unemployment. And yeah, man, I think those are the rejections that I had to encounter. I had to fight so much to accept myself, to love myself even more.
I mean, you have to work within yourself in order for you to be able to, you know, project the positivity. It has to start with you, because how can Tohela all these bad energies that gets into you, then you are dead more or less, right? Okay, so OMG, how has it been? That's where we met, right?
That's where we met. Man, OMG was my breakthrough. I think I am where I am right now because of OMG. I remember when I applied last year, December, I was rejected to study honors degree at UP. And there I was like, okay, what am I going to do next year? Because this is the 4th year, you know, baga high. You told the rank next year. And then I called my sister crying, Mokgadi. And then she said, how about you just optioning and study entertainment industry, anything in regards to that, so that next year you are doing something. And then I was like, okay, go study Shang. I was panicking. She was like, okay, go State Theatre in Pretoria. And then I called this friend of mine, Christopher Kass. We met, got the auditioning. And then he said, there's this lady by the name of Yolanda Obageng, Onali School. I was like, Yolanda Obageng, we'll go on Q interface. He said, yeah. I was like, I always wanted to be trained at the hair, you know. And then he gave me the numbers. I called her immediately, and she sent me the form. She said, we study next year. And I was like, okay. The time I remember signing the form, I was like, you're going to be my breakthrough. You're going to be my breakthrough.
So you actually literally
I had to
manifested
declare it.
that.
I had to declare
wow,
it, yeah. And then there I was on the 20 something of January,
Yeah.
packing my bags,
Yeah.
finally coming to Joburg. And yeah, man, I think that's when all this beautiful success started.
And having to think on when you went there because you just wanted to get into the presenting.
Yeah.
And there you are, where you were rejected, you actually get a part and
Man,
boom.
I was like, Sis Yolanda, you know, I've been following you on Q Interface. I wanted to be part of that because of you, but I was rejected. And finally, under your own school, I was like, this is a blessing, man.
Yeah, so since we're on LA, you said it's an NRTV, right?
Yeah.
So what are the other, projects that we can look into and expect them soon?
With NRTV.
Yes.
So I'm having my own show. I'm co-hosting with this guy called Ngululeko. It's Chillers with Dineo and Ngululeko. So
Yeah.
basically what we do is that we're giving upcoming musicians opportunity to showcase their music. We also interview them. And then, man, with NR, you never know. I'm also hosting a DJ show.
Yeah.
He just called you and say, hey, are you free? Yeah. And then come within 2 minutes. You're going live in 2 minutes. Yeah. So that's the project that I'm with. Anything
Yeah.
that they say it's available and I can just... Yeah, man, I'm with the flow.
Yeah.
Anything in regards to presenting, I'm just with the flow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the new character that you just got. That's good. Like, it's so mind-blowing.
Man, it's...
Tell me about it.
So, like I said, that I just received a call and say that, hey, you got this role. And man, as much as I was doubting it, when I got there, I remember Sis Yolanda said, okay, we're meeting in this place, we're traveling to the location. And when I got there, they were like, okay, you're starting to shoot at 10:30. And there I was just busy biting my nails.
And
I was
hence,
like,
that's your first character, right?
I was like, God, I never did anything. It was my first ever professional acting set. I was like, I don't even know what is it that I'm going to do. I don't even know what is it all about.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I was going to say or
Yeah.
act about. And then when I got there, man, they were like, this production is directed by the award-winning director Jamil Kubega.
Oh, wow.
And then award-winning producer Leila Swart. I was like,
There you are.
now what am I going to do? You told the Rajwang Honambo. And then yeah, man, they were like, okay, go to the makeup room, easy makeup. Just like everything was just happening like this. When I got on set, I had an opportunity to share a scene with the likes of Mandi Sanduna, Tembekile Komani, Yoniswa, and our two Shelly, people that have been in this industry for quite a long time.
Yeah.
And there I was like, oh God, okay, yeah, let me just do this. Let me just be spontaneous, yeah. But so far so good, man.
Yeah. And what have you what are you taking out from that set, from being in that character?
Man, I think she's also self-discovering, you know. She's fighting, because these are different tribes, right? As much as I cannot disclose too much about that, but something that I think we have in similar with the character is, oh man, she's so calm. She has so much authority, and she fights for relevance. She fights to, like, man, just so too much. But when I looked at the character, I was like, okay, so Basadi Bana lead this power. Don't forget, she's just a princess. And I was like, so myself, I'm playing this. I'm just an ordinary person who was rejected. Right now, I'm playing this character and I'm directed. The director, just worried they know what they're doing. So man, I'm learning a lot, and I'm learning more about myself, even that, okay, so I can do this. As much as they said no, but I can actually do this.
So I believe you actually made friends, you know.
I met friends, man. I met such incredible people. Like, they're so kind. So it's like, but oh my God, you know, the first time I was on set, they were just so kind. Yeah.
And then OMG, are you still planning to stick around with it?
Of course.
You got the part through it.
Of course, man. I'm still going to continue with OMG. Yeah.
So what are you willing to achieve? Let's say you're done with this project. What is the next step that you're looking into?
More roles. 'Cause
Yeah.
I heard that I've been casted to another production, another role,
listen,
something that is still in
listen.
confirmation.
Yeah.
So, and more acting roles than presenting.
Roles.
So yeah, man, I'm just hoping for more opportunities. More opportunities.
Yeah. So, what would you say to that young child that's actually watching this right now?
Which camera? This one.
Yeah.
Child. When they say no, don't listen to them. Your dreams are valid. I think you like, I am the perfect candidate to make sure that my dreams come true. And imagine if I listened to that person and when they said, come and act, I was like, but I cannot act. I know.
Yeah.
So I think just believe in yourself and fight. Don't stop hustling.
Yeah.
Knock on the doors.
True.
Yeah.
True. So, with the degree that you have, are you looking into just pursuing both, work and the acting and the presenting? Which one do you want to focus on, or you just want to do all of it?
No, let me tell you how I got my degree. So when at some point I wanted to become a musician.
Yeah.
Don't ask me if I can
you
sing.
can sing.
No, don't ask me if I can sing. That's how confused I
How
was.
do you want to become a musician?
Yeah.
You
So
can't
in grade 12,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Mama, I want to be in this entertainment industry. She was like, no, this industry is not reliable. And I was like, okay, how about police? They said, come off police. I was like, okay, how about a teacher? They said, So I was like, okay, I'm not applying there at any institution. So I passed my degree, rather my matric.
Yeah.
And then my sister, she took my matric certificate. She was like, go apply, like, go University of Limpopo. And then she called, you got in and you're doing Bachelor of Science in Water and Sanitation. I was like, okay. And then Mama, she's like, go there, study. Oh, when you get degree, I will come back, we'll talk about this entertainment industry. And then, I went to school, I went to get that degree because I wanted to get in this entertainment industry.
Yeah, but then how did you get to convince your parents? Because I know I'm in the entertainment myself. I know how difficult it is to get your parents to get to understand the space that we're in. How did you get to sit them down and talk to them? Well, this is what I want to do.
Jeez, it was a long conversation. And it took time for them to just say, you know what, just do it. As I said, go and get the degree first. Because whenever they see entertainment industry, they want short skirts, what, not racing, drugs, whatever. So I was like, Mama, it's not only that. It's also like, Mama, please.
You're not doing this because it's just for fun.
Please, you remember what if I university I'm gonna kill in a music video washing a car, dancing. So I hope I won't pay this chance.
Yeah.
And then she was like, okay, I'm only giving you a couple of months. And then I went to my first audition. When I came back, I cried, Mama, I'm rejected. She was like, go DJ. Go and do.
I can imagine. Then you were crashed.
Yes, I'm a water engineer. I was like, Mama, I don't like this. She was like, you know what? Okay. I don't want to go for a chance, prove me wrong. And she saw how serious I was about it. And then eventually she just came around. When I was auditioning, she was like, Dineo, slow down. Too much. So it was a long conversation, but it was worth it.
I feel like you've tried
Not
out
working.
a whole lot of things at once in order to be able to find yourself.
Have you ever been in a position where like, I want to do this, but how about I option? Like, let Iriki check it decide.
But it's quite a good thing.
Yeah.
It's quite a good thing because you get to fully understand and be in control of
this
yourself.
Is something that I want to do.
Yeah.
So that's like presenting it is for me.
Yeah.
Acting, I love acting because of the role that I just got, but presenting is the one for me.
So in between the two places that you've been with, which is Limpopo and Gauteng, which other place that you've experienced your career around?
It's only Limpopo and Tembisa.
So you've never been anywhere else?
I've never been anywhere outside of Tongawe. This is.
But you have a wish that you'd want to go somewhere else. Of course. Tell me you do. It can't be.
Girl, right now I feel like I'm weird.
No, tell me about it.
But one day I would love to work in Cape Town. I just want to explore that
Why
side.
Cape Town specifically?
The first thing was like, okay, guys, if we want to go somewhere, Cape Town, okay, so I want to work in Cape Town one day. And I had production that side. It's amazing, like the Expresso.
Yeah.
I want to see myself maybe working on their show one day.
So that's one of the biggest shows that you
One of
wanna
the biggest
be
shows that I
seeing,
want to be
yeah.
seeing. Zanzibar, maybe, yeah.
Okay. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay. If you were to look into all the things that you've gone through, and just to measure your success, what is it, that one thing that you look at and you're like, this is one of the best things that I've achieved so far?
A success, okay.
It doesn't have to be a big thing.
Yeah.
You might not even have a tangible
Thing,
certificate or anything. It must be within.
Working with NRTV, like it's something that I was like, when you are unemployed, when you're looking for opportunities and you are rejected, this small opportunities, it'd be like, God, even if you just give me one slide, man, even if it's just a small production, I'll be happy.
Yes.
And I'm looking at my life right now, and when you're saying that, I'm like, there's so much that I have to be grateful for.
Yeah.
So much.
Yeah.
Like, it might not be that too big,
It doesn't have to
whatever,
be that big.
but looking at what happened last year, the past 3 years of unemployment, I'm successful, girl.
Yeah.
I am. I am.
And then COVID, there it comes. It's like, you know what? I'm going to take over your lives.
As much as everybody's complaining about COVID-19, for me, I feel like it's been a blessing in disguise, man. As much as I was in a panic, oh my God, what if we get this disease, whatever. But looking at the opportunities that came in a mist where so many people were losing their lives, so many people were losing their jobs. Myself, I'm counting my blessing. What in the process of that, COVID-19, I managed to get right now it's 3 gigs. He's just showing off. I feel like in my life right now, he's just showing off.
Yeah.
I'm going to do something for you, girl.
True.
Yes.
And you said it. This is actually one of those times where you have to look inside on what is it that you can best, reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in terms of modeling, I heard you mentioning modeling. What have you done so far? Have you started, or are you still in the process of getting into it?
I'm still in the process of getting into it. Guys, I spoke to Mokgadi. This is the right camera. I spoke to her. I was like, girl, I don't even know how to walk. And then she said she will help me. Hopefully, Mokgadi kitile on your show. You will have to help me.
And you just had to put me in the spot. Just
I have
like
to
that.
put you on the spot because
Don't worry, we'll talk about it off air.
when in terms of just doing the photo shoot, yeah, I can do that. I think right now taking in Palela is to walk. I don't know how to walk. I don't know how.
Yeah.
And you see, even now I'm on my techies.
No, it's fine.
I don't even know. I don't even own a pair of heels. Yeah, that's how.
How is that possible that you want to be?
Like I said, that I hated modeling so much.
But you can walk in heels. Please tell me that.
Hopefully.
We've got a lot of work to do then. If you're not sure, even if you can.
Hence why I put you in a spotlight, girl. You will have to be patient with me.
Don't worry, we'll work it out. There's nothing that's impossible. So, social media, how active are you?
I'm on Instagram. I was in a point where I was pushing my presenting skills there at Phaladi Dineo _SA. So yeah, man, I started there. It all started there. I was like, I'm going to create my own mini show now. Even if I'm not saying.
And how's the response?
Man, it's been so amazing. You know how amazing it is for Hojalo. You receive a text from somebody outside of South Africa and say, hi, Dineo, I'm watching from Brazil, and
nice.
I saw your video. Nice. Hi, Dineo, I hope you get the breakthrough that you're looking for. Yeah, because I would just wake up and say, okay, today I'm going to talk about believe in yourself, and I just record and
just randomly.
Yeah, randomly, and then I just do it, and I'm glad. It doesn't matter how many people watch it, as long as somebody watch watch it and respond. I think that's the important thing. I just was like, yeah.
Please let us know all your social media pages.
Okay, I am Phaladi Dineo _SA on Instagram, even on Twitter, on Facebook, Dineo Phaladi. And if they want to check my show, it's at NR Studios. For bookings, I think they can just send an email to bookings@omgza.tv or contact TM Casting. I'm with the agency.
Awesome. Right on that spot, look in that camera and say, take a walk with me.
I saw Mokgadi doing this. Take a walk with me.
This is the end of our conversation with Dineo. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and ring that notification bell so that you can get an update about the next video. And most definitely, leave a comment so that we can get to know your thoughts. From me to you, take a walk with me.